Joshua. I'm the brand manager for 24 Footwear.
I'm Hiromi. I'm a designer for the BByAperire.
I would like to say, I think the word entrepreneur means anyone who not only literally owns their business, but owns it in the sense of you create your business your lifestyle. You know, you align that with who you are and managing to create an identity behind your brand, behind anything that you do business with. I think it's good to have knowledge of both, because my background is in business. I study fashion marketing, and so I immediately go to the numbers and the business side of fashion. However, it's important for me to understand production and then design development and things like that, terms that I would need to know, because it's the easiest way to work with the designer.
Yeah.
So the designer and the marketer can, well, eventually create something big.
Girl who likes the original style, unique style, and appreciate fashion forward. Maybe cool kids in the class. I made it in a small manufacturer in Tokyo, Asakusa, and he is a really good craftsman making shoes, and also the leather developer. He's located in Japan, Osaka, Japan, and this is the sheep leather. They hand dye those leathers after the technician cut the pattern. Really, how do I say, delicate shoes. This is how I started. Then I put comfort function also, and the bottom of the sole is a rubber. Even though it's a good quality of leather shoes, I still wanted to put the rubber instead of stiff materials.
Well, art is all around us, and I think there are a lot of people, especially in LA, that appreciate art and artists. So it's important that we align our brands with that. The shoes themselves, BByAperire and 24 Footwear, they're all unique artistic pieces. So I think it's been easy to correlate that and the art world with our shoes. There's a lot of arguing. On the production side, there's a lot of back and forth, especially when you're dealing with international production and manufacturing. There's lots of, I talk to her in English, and then she talks back to our office in Japan in Japanese, and then they talk back to manufacturers in China in English, and then we also manufacture in Mexico. So she talks to them in English, and then when I speak to them, it's in Spanish. So there's a lot of back and forth, and that can get kind of crazy.
Yes.
It's very important to make sure that nothing gets lost in communication, because the smallest detail could ruin an entire season. Well, for 24 Footwear, it's kind of a brand that almost sells itself. Everybody loves combat boots. The unique thing about our boots is that the textiles are developed in Japan. They have very unique colors. The flavors of our boots, they stand out. And our tagline that I like to attach to our brand is, "How do you rock your 24s?" And to me, that you can take that further. You're basically creating a lifestyle behind the shoe. So essentially, I want 24 Footwear to become a staple brand. We want it to be I want people on the streets asking, "Oh, how are you rocking your 24s?" I rock my 24s like this. So I think that's the main thing for 24, is that we want it to be a staple brand, just like anybody else in the game. Air Jordan, Nike, Adidas, they all have their own thing. So that's kind of what we want. That's the vision for 24. Well, For the most part, social media is still fairly new to our brands, but we know how important it is, and especially in this day and age. Our audience is very social media heavy. What it does help is it helps us be interactive with our audience. It helps us directly reach the customer and get feedback onto what they like, what they don't like. And that's always a good thing, because that direct connection to your customer is always an amazing thing to help you go forward. 24footwear.com is our website, 24, and then we're also on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, just at 24footwear, facebook.com/24footwear. And BByAperire, the same thing. And I know it's a little difficult to say, to pronounce, but it's the letter B, then BY, BByAperire, which is APERIRE. Well, Janelle Monáe, we love Janelle Monáe, and we find her to be very inspiring. We even created a shoe from 24 Footwear just for her. It's called the Monáe, and this is it right here. Yeah, it kind of screams her name. If you ask us, unique glitter detail. So Janelle, if you're watching, this is your shoe. We're just waiting for you to come get it.